All right. Well, welcome back from your summer vacation. Hopefully, you got to do something fun and you had a nice break and got to enjoy yourself. So, when you come back and you download the new app for the MyViewboard, you're going to find that there's been some changes made. I know that means some new things to learn, but I wanted to do this quick video and let you see where some of those key features are. The program still does the same things it did. It just looks a little different, and some things are in some minor different places. So to get you started, this video is just going to be kind of an introduction. The app will download. I think you can do it by yourself. You don't have to call a site tech anymore. You can just install that update by yourself, which is really nice. And I want to highlight some of those new key features that will help you out as a teacher in the classroom, and also to show you where some things are. So you'll notice again, it looks different. Here's the select tool. It's still the arrow, but it looks a little different. Here's the hand tool to move your screen. Still there, looks a little different, still does the same thing, okay? One of the key new features that I absolutely love is you can add now new tabs just by clicking this plus button up here to your whiteboard. And you can see I now have Untitled 1, Untitled 2, and I can keep adding different tabs to my screen as I'm going and have different things on different tabs. That's a great new feature, allowing you to preset things or open things and not interfere with other things you're working on. So they added that feature in. I love that. A couple things that have changed, minor, they're still there, but how they work. The pin tool, if I select this, it's going to open up the pin toolbar. Things are all still there. They look a little different, just in design. But one of the key differences now, you used to double click on the marker itself to see all the colors. That's no longer the case. You'll see the colors over here. I have to click on a color to get that option. You'll now see that I can change the thickness and change the color right here on the color tool and be able to write right away. Same thing when I click on here. I want to see the different colors and I can change these things right in there. Paintbrush, marker, and then I can minimize this but still keep my colors open, which allows me to change colors real quick without clicking on the marker. So a little bit more intuitive, but different than how it used to be last year. So I wanted to highlight that, let you see where that's at. And that's going to explain a lot of the other changes. When I click on eraser, all of the tools are now right here. You don't have to double click anymore. They all show up. Shape and lines, you're going to see the different options right here, just like the pen tool. And if you want to see all of the different shapes, you have to click on the shape itself to get all those options. You want to see all the different lines, click on the line itself to see all those options. You want to see all the 3D shapes, click on the shape itself to get all those different options. One of the new features inside the shape tool is you can now build a table for specific size, for specific purposes, and add that in and add in things inside the table. So you can now add a table that you choose the size to it and manufacture it right there. So a little bit, some minor changes, and a lot of it's still the same, a little bit more intuitive, but again, that learning curve. The text tools are all still right here, but you'll notice the speech to text tool, play with that. A phenomenal new feature. I'll have more on that later. Sticky notes have been moved outside of the magic box to right here on the toolbar, which is pretty cool. That's right here. The file manager is still here with the tools, but you'll notice that it's a little bit more intuitive up here as far as the save as, print, export, everything shows up more like a drive and a little bit more easy to see. Your Google Drive and local drive should be here. If you haven't connected your Google Drive, I will contact us. We'll tell you how to do that, or you can look at my old videos to see how that is set up because that's still the same process. So you'll see some differences here. But it looks different, a little bit, again, more intuitive to how most computer programs work. The magic box has some big changes. Everything is still there, but when you first click, it's going to look like this. And this tells you all of the different things that are here. Some things you can do, the tools, everything's that here. If you want to see all features, you click here and it just gives you a list. One of the big changes is participate mode is now inside the magic box. Okay, so now instead of over here in the left corner with background where it used to be, you're going to click the magic box, click participate mode. You're going to see that it opens up this new screen. Some things that are really cool, some changes here. It still does the same thing, 6, 3, 2 different things. So if you're working in small groups, you have kids work. One of the nice features now is you'll notice this thing here is I can now add a background to each student's thing. So if I come here and choose an image and put that and set as background, it's there for each kid to use on their own screen. So I can add backgrounds of my own, whatever, and make that happen right there in the backgrounds. Okay. So that's one of the new features that I can do is add that background in there. It also now has a teacher annotation button right here. So the kids do their work. I can click this and I can mark over what the kids have done to show them stuff, but still leave their stuff there, not mess with their stuff. And I can turn that on and off. So that's a nice new feature, the teacher annotation, bringing your toolbox right over the kids. So if you're working in a small group, you can demonstrate stuff and show that right there for them. And it also now has a save button that you can now save this stuff and start a new session right here. Okay, so all of that is inside participate mode, making it a little bit easier for you to work and do some things with participation mode. And it's now all inside the magic box. So you'll see some things here, all features, here home, shows you what each thing does, talks about it, and does it more as a what it does and how it works, and all features right here, just a list. So you can kind of choose how you want that to work. Again, most of it is the same. The Windows toggle button lets you go back and forth. It just looks a little different. So my encouragement is to play with it. Get in here. The second toolbar is still over here. The present mode toolbar that allows you to move it around is still over here, allowing you to choose and move that around. Backgrounds is still over here for your main background. Everything's been moved in here, so the date and time feature, everything's been moved right inside here, making it a little bit easier to work, find your backgrounds. But I wanted to highlight those new things, let you come in so you can get started playing with it, get you started using it in your classroom, because I know when you walk in and it looks different, it's a little frustrating. But there are some great new features. I will have some more videos showing some of those things as we move along. Hopefully that can get you started, get you comfortable with using it, and be able to get it up and running right away. So MyViewboard 3.0 is, I believe, what it's called, the new version. And like I said, looks different, but all the features are still there. Some new added things that are really some great new features. So have fun, get started with it. Any questions, contact your ed tech, contact me or any of the ed tech coaches, and we will help you out. Hopefully that helps you get started this school year with the new MyViewboard download.